The wait is almost over, F1 fans. The 2025 Formula One season is just around the corner, and if the pre-season testing in Bahrain is anything to go by, we're in for a thrilling year of racing. McLaren is looking sharp, Mercedes and Ferrari are neck and neck, and Williams, well, they might just be the dark horse we didn't see coming. But before we get to the first race in Australia, let's break down everything we learned from Bahrain testing and what it could mean for the season ahead. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Let's start with this team that's turning heads, McLaren. Oscar Piastri shined during testing, delivering the best race simulation of anyone on the grid. He was a whopping half a second faster than George Russell's Mercedes in the first stint. And even with slower tires later on, he kept the pace competitive. That's a huge statement. McLaren's car looks dialed in, and if they can carry this momentum into Melbourne, they could be the team to beat. But can they keep this edge when the pressure's on? Let me know what you think in the comments. Now let's talk about the heavyweights, Mercedes and Ferrari. These two are so close, it's almost impossible to call. Lewis Hamilton looked more comfortable in the Ferrari than he has been in years, and George Russell was right there with him, matching lap times like a mirror image. Ferrari's straight-line speed and corner exits were on point, but Hamilton's race simulation was cut short due to a technical issue. That's a bit of a red flag for Ferrari, but you can never count them out. They've got 2 weeks to iron out those kinks, and you know they won't settle for anything less than perfection. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, Red Bull. Max Verstappen had a tough time in Bahrain. The car's setup just wasn't clicking, and he spent more time in the garage than on the track. Sure, he eventually set the second fastest time of the day, but their race readiness is a big question mark. Can they fix these issues before Melbourne? If anyone can, it's Red Bull, but they've got their work cut out for them. Could this be the year their dominance starts to slip? Let me know your thoughts. Now, here's the story that's got everyone talking. Williams. Yes, Williams. Alex Albon stunned everyone by setting the third fastest time on the C4 tire. This team has been in the midfield, or worse, for years. But if testing is any indication, they could be a real threat this season. Imagine Williams fighting for podiums again. It's like we've gone back in time. But can they keep this up? Or was it just a flash in the pan? I'm keeping a close eye on them, and you should too. As for the rest of the grid, Alpine showed some serious consistency with Pierre Gasly's long runs, putting them firmly in the midfield fight. Haas, on the other hand, seems to have taken a step back, and Aston Martin had a rough time with driver illnesses and grip issues. And then there's the Racing Bulls and Sauber. Let's just say they've got a lot of work to do if they want to climb out of the back of the pack. So, based on testing, here's how the teams stack up. McLaren at the top, followed by Mercedes, Ferrari, Williams, Red Bull, Alpine, Haas, Aston Martin, Visa Racing Bulls, and Sauber. But, and this is a big but, testing isn't the full picture. Teams will be tweaking their setups, Melbourne's weather could throw a curveball, and driver performance on the day could change everything. So take this pecking order with a grain of salt. Things could look very different by the time we get to race day. So, what's your prediction for the first race? Will McLaren dominate, or will Mercedes and Ferrari fight back? Could Williams pull off a shock result, or will Red Bull bounce back and remind us of their 2023 dominance? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your hot takes. The 2025 season is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable in years, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our coverage. And don't forget to like this video if you're as excited as I am for the new season. Until next time, this is F1 Inside Hub signing off. See you in Melbourne.